Okay, I know I said in the last video I was gonna work on the bathroom, but I've been sick for like the last 5 days, and just after getting off of work, just haven't had the energy or felt like doing anything to it. So I'm gonna put that on hold. Plus it's been really nasty. It's been wet and rainy and just miserable. So what I've decided to do, since I can kind of work inside and not get wet, I'm taking the doors off, and I'm gonna go ahead and start sanding everything down, because it does have some mildew or mold and just stuff built up on it. So as you can see, I got the bathroom door off already, and the door to the bottom of this little sink I've gotten off. I haven't decided what exactly I'm gonna go back and paint with. I was thinking about doing like flat black doors, and then maybe doing like a high gloss black on the hinges and the knobs, and then doing like a dark gray on everything else. I know I have decided on this part of this panel I'm going to have to take it out. There was obviously a leak there at one point in time, so I have to pull that down and check. With all the rain we have, it really hasn't seemed like it's been leaking any. I spent days caulking everything, but I think I'm pretty much set. I'm going to remove all this out and then go back with some maybe that Knotty Pine tongue and groove. There's Bella coming out to join me. Hey Belle. So I thought I'd go back, and then with that I might actually do like a real light reddish tint to kind of match, kind of going out of focus, the refrigerator door and the oven and stovetop kind of red too. So I don't know, I'm not an interior designer by any means. I just always like the color black, and I really like the flat black. So I think I'll go with all the doors flat black, do the hinges and the real doorknobs, or the little pull triggers, and like a high gloss black, and then all the surrounding paneling that I leave I'll probably paint like a gray, maybe a dark gray, or maybe even a light gray. This fabric here, my grandmother did that for us years ago. It's in good shape, and I really like the pattern and color of it, so I'm going to kind of stick to that black and gray and white kind of look. So alright, I'm going to get back to removing more of these doors, and see if I can't get Bella to hold the door steady for me while I take off the hinges. Alright, I'll check in with you later. Okay, so I got all the doors off, or at least on this side, and as you can see I sanded off all the wood around, mainly to get off that mildew or mold or whatever it was. So I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is paint this area, and just from being sick and not really wanting to get into ripping out the walls or anything right now, the doors still need to be sanded and stuff, but I think I'm gonna wait to do that another day, because just using that little hand sander in such a tight space, it really puts up a cloud of dust and mold, and with being sick I don't really need to breathe all that in. So I think I'll just go ahead and paint the trim at least, and then maybe when it clears up, maybe hopefully in the next couple days, I'll go ahead and get the doors outside, sand them off, and paint them as well. Then when I get to feeling better, I'm either going to come in here and rip out the bathroom, or I might hold off on that and just go ahead and rip out the paneling from around here, because I know I'm going to go back with some maybe that knotty pine tongue and groove just to kind of offset it. It's just a whole lot of paneling in this little bitty area. So, yep. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run go get some paint and get to painting. I'm just thinking, well, at least go ahead and get this side done, and the doors, I won't put them back up yet, just get them painted, and then hopefully by then I'll feel better to go ahead and start ripping out some more of this stuff and go from there. Okay, so I went and got some paint. So I was gonna go ahead and paint this area, paneling over here, but since it's still so wet and raining, and it's been raining for like the last 4 or 5 days, and it's supposed to rain for like another 3 or 4. But as I was talking to the guy while I was getting the paint, kind of explaining what I was doing and what I needed the paint for, and telling him, basically asking what I really need to do to be able to paint over, the paneling and this stuff. And he had told me, first to primer it and clean it real good and sand it, which I've already sanded this section. But then he said that probably best, since I'm in a camper and it's such tight quarters, I might want to wait. When I can paint it and have the windows open, which I do have the windows open now because the sanding was just horrible. It was just a big cloud of dust and mildew and mold, and anyway, so I'm gonna wait on painting until we have a couple good days of sun, and probably of course paint these walls, but do the doors and stuff outside. So I only get to work on this when I'm not actually working, doing my real job. So that's nights when I get home early enough, and I do work some weekends. So the weekends I don't work. I'm out here trying to fix this up. So I'm gonna go ahead and start ripping it out, the paneling in this section, because I know I want to go ahead and get rid of it. I want to be able to look in that corner and make sure it's not going to leak, and try to caulk around these windows from the inside as well. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do now. I'm going to go ahead and start ripping all this out, because I know I'm going to do something different here other than paneling. So I'll get to work and I'll check in with you in a minute. Just wanted to show you guys this real quick. Pulling out that little backing board. Obviously that window has been leaking for a long time. So hopefully, like I said, I pretty much caulked everything on the outside. So hopefully, putting some caulk around the windows on the inside as well will help that out. It doesn't seem like it's wet or damp right now, so I'm hoping what I did from the outside a couple weeks ago has prevented any future leaking. But just to be safe, I'm gonna go along the inside and caulk all those as well. So just hopefully to prevent water from coming in. I was just going to show you this too, just how thin the insulation is that they installed when they first built it. I'm thinking it's between a 72 and a 74. Still got looking into that, but it just amazes me, just this little thin piece of insulation. But I will definitely go back with some thicker, probably not as thick as that R30 that I use for the bunk bed, but anyway. Okay, so I've got this little kitchenette area completely torn out now. Back when they were first putting it together, evidently they put up all the paneling and then came back and put in excess wood to attach to the frame on both sides. This is actually one continuous piece, so you can see it's kind of stuck in between those two pieces of wood. So I guess I'll either get my chisel or the little Dremel and try to get that out of there. That way, so when I go back with something, it'll lay flush, and I can put the insulation up without it getting caught on a bunch of stuff. But like I said before, I'm still sick, so I'm probably going to either quit for the day or at least take a couple hours break, or maybe do it tomorrow. I don't know. But I did want to show you. You can see this is actually the little refrigerator. And you can see up in there that vent's just plugged with all kind of stuff. But laying underneath the refrigerator, right back in there, was this. It's a mirror. No telling how old it is. It does have a little sticker, but you can't see what it is or anything. But just thought that was pretty cool. It was just tucked up right underneath there, so I don't know if it had slipped back there some time when they were building it, or maybe a previous owner, some kids stuck it in there somehow. Anyway, so it's kind of neat. Of course, it's not worth anything. I was hoping to find a box of gold or something. That would have been cool. Alright, well, I don't know if I'll patch together the videos I have right now and upload them, or just wait until I start doing something back out here. But I'm pretty worn out and trying to get over being sick. So, alright, YouTube, take care.